So, what's up guys? In this video we're going to be talking about hopes and fears as well as like change. A lot of the things in your life that are like you hope to have or you fear are wants, in a sense. Like if you fear to lose something, it's usually something you want to keep in your life, or if you hope to have something, you probably want that thing really bad. And the reason you have kind of this anxiety about life is, or worry about life, is because you hope for something or you fear something. So you fear to lose something or you hope to have something, for example. This could be an object, person, whatever, money, something like that. It's basically required. This goes back to things like attachment and being attached to worldly things. And there's nothing inherently wrong with attachment, but attachment can also be a huge detriment to your mental health, because if you let yourself become way too attached to worldly things which can come and go, objects or people or whatever, if you become too attached to things and you can't let them go and be your individual self in your own head and in your own life, what's going to happen is you have all these hopes and fears and you're basically afraid of change. Because life is change at the end of the day. Life always changes. People always change. Well, not people always change, but in a sense you get it. Life changes a lot. So being worried about these small things doesn't really make sense. So I would say don't have all these hopes and fears about, well, it's easier to say than do, but you don't have all these hopes and fears, because that's going to lead you down a path of being attached to outcomes, to being attached to people, to money, to losses, wins, Don't become too fixated on just getting something like worldly, object, people, because that means you can't be, in a sense, your true self as you need to be. You need to be able to kind of just be your own person in your own head, in yourself, enjoy your own life. Do the things you have, enjoy the things you have, enjoy the things that come to you, enjoy the things in the present moment. But don't, if something leaves your life, don't worry about it too much. It's easier said than done if it's something important to you, of course. Like I know the feeling of losing something that you really liked having. I'm sure everybody does. Like even if you relate this to a child would lose something that's important to them and they would remember it because it would cause them probably like some kind of emotional turmoil. So they would remember that moment, more than likely, that memory of losing something important to them, because they had an attachment to it. That's how kind of humans work. But you can avoid a lot of this like unnecessary emotional turmoil by not being so attached to the worldly things which can come and go and be changed, as life simply is. Nothing lasts forever, so things never last forever. Simply like you have to take things and enjoy things while you have them, enjoy life, enjoy the moments, and so on. And just remember that fact that things might not always last, and don't hope for too much, don't fear too much either. If you can eliminate these two completely, it would be nice. Obviously it's not wrong to have hope for like a better future for yourself, or maybe fear losing something that you really love, but these are all human things. But also remember that this is just going to cause you a lot of worry, and if you're causing yourself a lot of emotional turmoil and worry because of all those hopes and fears you have, just remember this is kind of the reason why you're doing this to yourself, is you're causing emotional turmoil and causing a lot of different things in your life to be a problem for you, because you're not simply like letting go of things enough, in a sense. You're worrying about things that you cannot control a lot of times. And things, even if you do get something nice, things might change. So that would be my advice. I kind of just wanted to touch on this. I feel like a lot of people struggle with this and get a lot of worry and emotional turmoil about hoping for something or worrying about something and not remembering that life is change. And that's pretty much how you have to live life in a sense. It's like, it is kind of that it is what it is mindset, but it is also more deeper than that. It's like, it is what it is kind of just like letting go of like accepting things, but hopes and fears can be kind of like a little bit more complex about what you want, what you have. I mean, you probably aren't gonna say like it is what it is when you lose somebody you really love or something like that. So, you're probably gonna have some sort of maybe emotional turmoil about it. But the thing is, in this case, I would say the important thing is to not have so much fear and hope and all these things, and be prepared for things, as well as don't cause yourself unnecessary worry or anxiety about things that might happen or might not happen. You know, that would be kind of the message. And don't hope for too much, because life doesn't usually do exactly as you want, very rarely. So that would be my advice for just embracing a better life. Thank you for watching. If there's a will, there's a way.